And what is up, my geeks? My name is DroidRider, and welcome to another figure review. I hope you guys are doing great right now. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Build-A-Figure Cyborg from the Flashpoint Build-A-Figure Wave. But in fact, we're actually going to assemble Cyborg. Now, I completed all the Force figures because the last review was actually, well, of course, Wonder Woman, who came with Cyborg's head. And yeah, I actually like the head sculpt on this Cyborg though, because I talk about the head sculpt on the last video on Wonder Woman. So now I want to talk about a little history about like when I started collecting the Flashpoint Build-A-Figure. It looks blue, honestly, and I think it's because of the LED lights. There we go. I think it looks better. It's because I have the LED lights on, like, you know, like the big LEDs like people put on their room. Well, I had it on white, but instead I put it on red for right now, and I think it looks perfectly, and I think I should start doing that from now on. A little like history about like when I started collecting the Flashpoint figures. The first figure that I started collecting, it was actually Project Superman, in which came with the both arms right over here. It was actually the first Flashpoint like Build-A-Figure that I started collecting, and then the second was a Flash, and it came with the legs. And the legs, they look big, and I said this in the Flash review that they look really huge. So I'm excited to assemble Cyborg just a moment. And then the third figure was actually Aquaman, which came like, I would say, like the main part in my opinion, which is like the torso part. And yeah, it's really big. And I actually bought this Aquaman figure like around like in October, like the end of October of this year, obviously. And of course, I did order the Wonder Woman, which I did pre-order, and of course, the head sculpt. So, and I think it's time to assemble Cyborg. And also, I forgot to mention that as well, that these like shoulder pads, these are actually like removable, because when I like open this like the torso thing, I thought I broke it, and I thought I was scared, but no, you could actually like remove it. I think it's like to I'm assuming like to put the arms properly, but I don't think there's no reason to take that off and like put it. Alright everybody, we have Cyborg finally assembled, and this Build-A-Figure, my goodness, I think it looks incredible. I think it's actually just like the same as the image from the box. I still have it, by the way, because I just wanted to like bring comparisons to like the original, like this figure and the artwork of it, and I think it actually matched perfectly. However, it doesn't have like the Cyborg like logo, like where his chest is supposed to be on the where the Build-A-Figure is. But honestly, I think this figure is amazing because, you know, like I said, I think it's really huge. So I think we're gonna do some scale comparisons later on this video. So, you know, we're gonna take a closer look at this Cyborg for those who have like not gotten the parts of it, because we already know what they look like. So for those who don't know, so let's see how it actually looks like. The head sculpt, like I said, the head sculpt on what I said of the Wonder Woman video, it actually looks amazing. So it does actually looks incredible, not really that bad. It does have like details on his hair, but it doesn't have like well, I didn't mean to say details, I meant to say textures. Now I also want to say is that the metal, like the gray part, is actually like a kind of like a metallic texture that it has like from all the way from his head all the way to his legs. And yeah, it does have some like, I would say kind of like glossy parts, but I wouldn't say they're not glossy, but just like this texture, like metal texture, I would say. As you can see, Cyborg's logo in here, it doesn't have it like in the artwork, but I don't know why they decided to put that on the original. I don't know why they put it on this like figure, but that's all right though. That's actually really all right. Textures and details on where his shoulder pads, and also from the back, like you can see like details like this little like spine all the way to like where his back of his neck is. Like, my goodness. Yeah, that's actually pretty much it with the little like spine details. So yeah, like more like mechanical like details, textures where his back, and either where it's like his gauntlets. Yeah, this gray part, like this darker gray, it has a lot of like kind of like a metallic, you know, texture, like, you know what I'm trying to say. The diaper part like doesn't look that bad though. It doesn't actually look that bad, because I know there's like some figures, like 7-inch figures, that like the diaper parts, like they don't look good. However, this Cyborg is actually not that bad with like the diaper part. As you can see, the legs has more details as well. That's pretty much the same thing I'm gonna be saying, but I'm sorry. The details like over here, like it does have like the original source material, like it doesn't on the box. Yeah, the darker, like this is a darker gray. You guys can barely like see it, but I can like see it like properly, and as well from all the way from the back. And his foot is just like the original, like just like basically all the gray color on to his foot, all the way, you know, like to his head. Now I do want to point out as well that this arm feels a little heavy, so I'm going to be doing the articulation like a little bit later. But his cannon blaster, whatever it's called, I think the cannon blaster or whatever you want to call it, does have like mechanical like details as well, and light ups as well. And yeah, I wish we would have come with like some sort of blast effects, but I know there's like customizers that do it for their own. And yeah, all the way from the other sides, both of them have the other sides. And yeah, and also the peg holes kind of like, they're really like, well, they feel a little small, but however, I don't know how you're gonna put like a little figure stand onto here, because it doesn't seem like you're gonna be putting a figure stand like, you know, properly, mainly because of like these her way it says like his feet, like this part of the feet is called. His hand also does have like an open hand rather than like a fist, but I wish we would come with like interchangeable hand, but that's okay with the open hand, I guess. But yeah, and I think we would have come like an interchangeable like arm, but I know that McFarlane's never gonna do one. But no, exactly. Yeah, his eyes actually does look great though, especially like the red light, like where his left eye is. So yeah, we pretty much like saw what this Cyborg looks like though. So I'm gonna be doing the articulation like real quick. So let's see how far he can look up. So not much though. What about down? Okay, that's pretty much. So what about so yeah, I know he can tilt, so, and you can spin him all the way around. So I want to look at the torso. So you can like move it, like you can twist it around the torso, as you can see, and also how far he can bend, like arch back, I meant to say that. Okay, not bad though, actually not that bad. What about from front? Arching that front is actually quite not that bad though. And also I forgot to mention that he does obviously have waist swivel. As you can see, you can actually move into like 360, both the torso and the waist. And this is how far he's gonna reach his arm, this far, because of the shoulder pad on both arms actually. So as you can see, but like I said, you could actually like take away like this little part, so it could actually bend. How far? That's pretty much it. So it's quite not that bad. It does have like these hinges to, you know, obviously to like move it up and down. Bicep swivel on both the arms as well. Another different about the arms as well, both of the arms, this one is actually double jointed elbows and the other one is single jointed because of the cannon. So as you can see, like the articulation on the cannon and the arm and the other arm as well. And Cyborg does gonna have like this hinge like on his hand, and you could actually like move around to it, but not much because of like, oh no, wait, you could actually move around. Okay, that's awesome. But you know, he does gonna have like this hinge. Cyborg can kick around. Let's see how far he can kick. Okay, not that bad though. Actually, not that bad. Let's see, can he do a perfect split? Okay, yeah, that's impressive. He can do a perfect split. Oh, I forgot to mention that they have like thigh swivel. Not much, but this one kind of feels a little noisy. What about the other one? Okay, this one is not, but this one is a little like noisy. Did I put the leg properly? I think I did. And also, he's gonna have single jointed knees on both, well, knees. These could actually spin and rotate, but yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. But Well, I actually did test the articulation. You can do like pivoting and hinges as well, as you can see from that. Oh my god. Yeah, oh, the leg just came out. Yeah, he can pretty much like pivot and does have like these hinges on his foot. There you go. They're like really crunchy. I don't know why. And of course, he's gonna have toe articulation, and that's how far they can bend. For just some like scale comparisons and also like other like Justice League members, I wanted to bring up the Nightfall Batman and the Flashpoint Flash. And there you go. I remember that one time I wanted to review the Nightfall Batman. I never did, but I kind of broke that promise, so I actually finally got a Nightfall Batman as well. And some other characters as well. I decided to bring up the Action Comics 1000 Superman and the Endless Winter Aquaman. And I think they actually scale perfectly though. And for the only Build-A-Figure that I have so far, I have Beast Boy from the Titans Wave. And actually, I see like Cyborg like a little bit taller than Beast Boy though. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, it's just me, but I think it looks like closer, but actually the legs kind of feel like shorter on Beast Boy. I see Cyborg's leg like a little bit taller than Beast Boy though. And also, why not for another comparison, I also have the McFarlane Batman Hush statue. Apparently this is supposed to be 12 inches, and I actually did the measurement. It was actually 10 inches. So the Batman statue is a little bit taller than Cyborg. And last but not least, I decided just to bring all the characters from the Flashpoint Build-A-Figure wave, you know, for this scale comparison. And honestly, they look great with this Cyborg figure. Now, I did put a figure stand on Wonder Woman because she would keep falling and I had like trouble like making her stand up, so I decided to put the figure stand. But honestly, I think this Cyborg fits perfectly with a Justice League display, and that's what I'm about to do. So I think McFarlane really nailed this Cyborg figure. Anyways guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This Cyborg figure will look perfectly on your shelf. Like, I do have like my own top shelf and it will look great. However, I kind of do have a little of a problem because he's too big. He is gonna take a lot of space, so that's an issue that I need to fix. But if you guys haven't picked Wonder Woman yet, because I know like Wonder Woman's release, like definitely pick her up because, you know, they're gonna be gone by the time like time passes by. So yeah, now that's gonna be the end of this video. Now if you guys are new, be sure to click subscribe to become part of the Geek Squad so you cannot miss any videos I upload. My name is DroidRider, and I say goodbye.